This is a 1094 the Arukh Yomi. Like sponsor current share more the Arukh Yomi. Please comment me directly. Very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing your Dea Simin Sadik Tes. See if you're to your Tes. Mira Kaparim. Ramas Vakem Ikar Dem Lo Mitzar Chumra. So the question is that the issue of the joining of the bones of Isser to be Mavato the Heter, and the Rambam seems so that they don't join together. You showed me about Bein Zer Lazet. So the question is, what's the difference between the types of bones which are mitzaref and the types of bones which are not mitzaref? The bones of Heter and the bones versus the bones of Isser. Really, the time will be hard. It's not betrumas. So Chashan says it's from his source is Trumas Perkid Mishlau Ukteitenima Grogros, the stems of figs and of dates. The Chuli Asum Lazain, they are forbidden to Zorim if they are of Truma. Karanei Truma is Manishum Michlasan, the seeds of Truma, when you collect them. Asuras are forbidden. Chuli. Chenatzamas HaKochim, so to the bones of Kochim Manishum Michlasan, when you collect them. Asuras are forbidden. Chuli. Source. Chaim Bergim with Idios Snan, the Knibas Yerak, Asurim Lazorim, Ayin the vegetables which you snap off because they are not edible, they're still also for non-Kohanim. Ayin Sham, Reim Mefush, Chol Psal, Shul any reference to Truma, Kshem B'yachid, and Majul, went together with the Truma, Yesh Lam Din Truma, they have the Arukh HaShulchan. Okay, the Hidden Medam also, Sich Vizak, okay, they're not Medam Mea, they don't, Karbittel of the refuse. Nevertheless, there is no svar to say that they will help in being mavato the truma. So to the bones of Isser, have a tam kidnan b'tzomas kochim. This is the reason, like it says, by the bones of kochim. Well, b'truma, like by truma, by Yishami ulai savar kavidoisa poli b'di Yisham. Perhaps the Yisham also kavidoisa who argues and holds that they are mitzvah. They are. The refuse is mevato. They is not like him. Commercial basketball peg Yirav b'chumas ayin shom. Yav amnam raterush kosam that some station machluchis me'atzmam elashe'enon osrim. The according to what we wrote, that the bones have a moisture of their own, the forbidden moisture, even though they don't forbid, but they can't absorb. The reason is simple. Any moisture which is in the bones is also anything which comes from that which is tummy is tummy. So any taste which enters those bones does not get negated by that moisture of Isser. This moisture itself is also. How they can be about the Isser. And then when they do give off taste, they give off taste of Isser. Masha'ekin had some side as opposed to the bones of the heter, they join together. And they heter because the moisture inside them is heter. And they negate the place of Isser which permeates them. But that's what we show. So there's the first opinion holds the Gamma show Atzmos Isser at the Gomor. The first opinion shows that Atzmos Isser mitzdarif leheter holds that the Atzmos themselves are their moisture is heter. Says the bones are not suitable to eat. So to them moisture is not Isser. Therefore they assist in the bittul. There's one where someone has according to the first opinion. How can you join? How can the bones of Isser join to negate Isser? I have an Isser dovuk. They are clinging to Isser. Granted, the bone is not suitable to eat. They never know. Even by pottery, on the pottery, certainly by a bone which is connected to the meat. But due to the answer, also they are mode of the Bishar Kalim Dani Baragolo. That being holds that by other kalim, other pottery, conjuring works, in which conjuring works, Dani Baragolo, we don't say chanan. So that's what Mahani Baragolo, and you can do Hagola, can't catch a bone, which got a kind of semen tough nun aleph. Even if we say the bones have moisture which they emit That moisture does not become the veil. The commotion behind the Ampli Tassan says they should time Kolashu. Just as we said that their emissions, whatever they emit, doesn't answer because it is a weak taste. So do not become an Abela. The Gam Ein Lachush, we're also not concerned. Again, that's Arukh HaShulchan's Svara, the Kiddush of Tam Kolish. The Gam Ein Lachush Shema Kishiyar Mirakeh. We're not concerned also when you pour from the pot. Tishor Chatichas Isam Etz, and that piece of Isra remain with the bone. Ovich Lo Yeh Bekol Bekera Shisha about the Isra. The man won't be 60 in the pot to negate the Isra. Hashem Zeb Sima Kubav, as we're concerned about the Sima Kubav, Teasah Balua, bites in the veil, and then when it's absorbed in the bone, become the Vela. The Zelmi Tame Isra Davuk is because of the prohibition of Davuk. The Be'emazim Nei Zeh Yeshu Tzorma Kamayish Eina. It's a Davuk Isra. On which account some people say, when I want to say that the bone is not clinging to this, sir. Rak Murach B'Kdei Vada, it's only on in the pot by itself. That's the placey. That's not what seems to be the pshat here. Shalom the Dizim Mushar, because they learned this love of Yisham, Miklipi Isser, Mali Maseter, where it says that the shells of Isser help to lift up and validate that there. And there the shells are clean. It seems to be the same thing. This whole concern is only when the Isser is clinging to the Chatichas heter. That's why he asked the heter which is clinging to the Isser. Okay, fascinating. There's a distinction. Here the Isser is clinging to Isser. And we're concerned about there being another piece of heter in the vicinity. And for another piece, we don't find such a concern, and we don't assume there's an isser. It's a very big chiddush. It's the Davuk's only problem when it's no same time in heter, not when it's no same time in isser. Wow, Pella. Okay, that's what he says. And Bracken says, Chavasar says the long answer in this. He says, only preferable to be concerned about this, Viduk. You can make sure there's one who says, I feel that we should it's time for the Vato. Even my opinion that the bones of Isser joined together during Vato. Zelk Shem Batom and Etzem Isser. That's when in the bones there is no essence of prohibition. Going to Vela Trefa Isra Basra Bilvad, with such as the Vela Trefa, the prohibition is on the meat, Vila Tzamos, not on the bones. But by a limb from which has been cut off a live animal, the Mitzavi, that's in the Kazais, where the bone joins together to make of the Kazais. The Chai to make him liable for every Minachai, Kosh Lavasim Kum Sound Face. Finally, again, Thomas Mitzdarfin about the lizard. So the bones are not joined in order to negate the lizard. Divrei Tame. Makes sense? But Akadekach to require 60 corresponding to those bones, starting on that side. So, final analysis, they have no taste. Stopping was somebody's not sure about this. That seems to be the primary halacha. And certainly, I guess it's by all bones, and certainly not by bones of Abram Minachai. That's why it's certainly. But anyway, Vidad, the Kedin, how it's almost came, Din Gidin. Bones and sinews, which we call in English nerves, have the same halacha. And so to hides, which are connected to this. And whatever halacha applies by cooking, applies by salting and by soaking. They will show that which the bones of Isser joined together with the heter, according to the first opinion. When they fell into a raw pot. The bones have not yet absorbed Isser independently. But the Isser was initially cooked by itself. And then fell into a mutter pot. The bones in it joined together with the Isser. Because they absorb just Isser when they were cooked with the Isser alone. The Isser, and now it's no longer sufficient to have 60 corresponding to the meat of the Isser. The Shem Nismaida Basar Bishulom, because maybe some of the meat got diminished when it was cooked, and penetrate the bones. If they saw the Isser initially, when it was raw, Actually, so can become now they see it's the same size. And so she should not going to go out. You only need 60 cuts mine to the meat. The section is bashal bad. The episode was cooked. The isser was cooked in and of itself. I mean, this bashal mishayach chatichas isser is cooked with other types of isser. I feel chaygan no tzor shishin gam neged atzomos. Here, you also need 60 cuts mine to the bones. Even you can identify the initial its own isser, but how many knows what happened with the other isser? The shampoo atzomos mishayach chatichas isser. Maybe the bones absorbed from other pieces of isser. That's why we don't say chanan. Hafim Malkam Chadim Nasi so Shai so according to what we hold Chanan by other Yisrael, Hafim is Bash Labad, even if it's cooked by itself, or he knew Shichaya, and we saw when it was raw that it's nothing, no biome has been lost, so Shishim Negat Somos, the 60 correspond to the bones. She had Somos Nasi the bone, Blias Abasa, we say Chanan in the bones because they absorb from the meat. It's Chabas Das. Chain Zeshin is by the Gubak Enem Mitzarif. Low reasonable answer. That which you said that the pot itself does not join neither with this nor the answer. Zo also That's the pot which you're cooking out Isser and Heter. But a pot which already became also Bishop Akshavet, now you cook Heter in it. Shita is the Shark and obviously I'm taking into account the pot as well. Much Sabbatim and Soy Ches, as has been previously, Upashidu, it's obvious. As by the Abram Mashivdeh, Shishim Neged, we already learned that the contents of a pot do not have 60 to negate the pot. Tesvav, chaticha baluam iser, a piece which is absorbed with iser shenafla. The chaticha is heter, which fell into pieces of heter. The mazdos for chaticha nasi v'shos v'no chadam by other isurim. Enter shishim magadagablu. You only need 60 corresponding to what's absorbed. The chaticha iser gamim, it says about this, and the piece in which the iser is absorbed in and of itself joins together to negate the iser. But the piece of subject remains utter. We're not sure that all the isser has been squeezed out of it. Also, we hold that he can't really squeeze everything out. But we are has our budget so regardless needs 60 corresponding to the entire piece. Says when you estimate 60 corresponding you take into account also the sauce and the little kind of semi-solid pieces. The thin piece of meat, and the spices, which gathers at the bottom of the pot. Also, all the other types of food which are in the pot. As a common side from the shishim, all the joints are 60. As a kol but reckon everything as is in front of us. Say, no, we know that before it's cooked there was much more. The scabbages got shriveled, the stomach, and shrunk. By being cooking. Never can't go by what it was previously. Like I'm maybe there's more before also, and it shriveled and shrunk. Don't take out what the pot absorbed. According to this, we saw this has not changed. We reckon from the heter, whatever absorbed in the pot. But those who try are mocking this. It's hard to see what the source and what the root of the matter is. Therefore, we always go by what comes in front of us. First one is the task. Second one is the name of the Marshal and the Shach. We certainly don't go the other direction. Because she saw the Isser became diminished, and the Heter did not become diminished. We still consider Isser as it was previously. Even the Rabban came we saw at first that there was much more Isser. Yud Zayin. The Rambam's out. When you reckon all Yisurim, you use the soup, tavlin, and the spices, everything which is in the pot. Whatever, but absorbed after the prohibited substance fell based on your estimation. It can't be precise in that respect. No, Islam because only the Rabbanan. Amino, being B'Shein Amino, also, but therefore, B'Min B'Shein Amino, he's lenient. Kosh can mean B'Mino, so B'Min B'Mino, the meaning about the world, which derives about the majority, so majority. Tur Shulchan Aruch b'Tzivital Paskud Min B'Mino Yishto Kain. It could be liam by Min B'Mino. Lo Min B'Shein Min not by Min B'Shein Min. I chunk Lochim Shitas Mitzim Chadaches. They follow their reasoning. The Tam Kikar Daraisa. Tam Kikar is Mino. Aruch Ein Lo Kilbein Mino. Therefore, can't be Meko even though by Ein Mino. So that's Rash Bazal. But that you should know the Gam Bezeh Ein L'Sharak Menashe Kedera Bola. Even when you do reckon according to the pot, only what the pot absorbed, the Zerimo so that we see that's as if it's outright. Masha Kola Machmasa Ur, whatever was burnt up on account of the fire, Enum Stariv, as a joint. Shabbat Garma is completely lost. Also, this is not clear. Much as we wrote previously, and the two possibly named the Rashba, it says here in the brackets. You have English lo dasa two of a short tamaki because the rice old tanki because the rice so ekmashayim commercial of how can we recognize it in front of us? Negoshem is mighty, so that's what could be concerned that the issue was diminished and went to the walls or something. The issue was we can say we never assume an issue. As long as you don't see the opposite. At the times I feel at so much definitely about those issue, because for this reason. Even the bones are joined together to negate the Isra, as we've explained. Even though the assumption is that the bones did not get diminished, but and the prohibited substance did get diminished. Since we didn't see that it was more than it is now, we don't assume that there was a greater amount of Isra. This is the end for today, but he is certainly not finished with this analysis.